And with the loss, the Giants fell to 2-5 when leading by double digits this season. I mentioned firing the defensive coordinator. That is why, tied for the most losses when leading by 10 or more points in a single season in NFL history. And those leads coming late in games. And we just saw that huge overtime run by Gibbs. Just how critical is he, Peter?
He's just so special. He's so special. And if you're worried about Jared Goff outdoors in the playoffs, or you're worried that this team, who's calling the plays, like, he's the ultimate neutralizer, and he makes everything right. Yesterday, 264 yards from scrimmage, 3 touchdowns. He's third in the NFL in rushing yards. He's fourth among running backs in scrimmage yards. He averages 6.1 yards per rush. Guys, he averages 7.9 yards per reception. He's so special. They just have to find a way to get him in space, and good things happen. They're going up against a defense that Jeff Hafley is calling, which is Micah Parsons and Rashawn Gary. Thanksgiving Day, I am fascinated to see how they get him out and open in space, because he is so, so good for this Detroit Lions team.
Can't wait for that game. Mina?
Yeah, one thing they can try to do is keep him into block, because I think that's his only weakness, and we've seen good defenses take advantage of that. I mean, Gibbs, I don't know if there's a player in the NFL who makes second and third level defenders look silly the way he does. Some of that is assisted by the Lions skill players blocking. You'll see that on all their explosives. But just his vision, elusiveness, the way he sets up defenders, and then the acceleration after his cuts, it's just unbelievable, quite frankly. And I would argue integral, because the Lions needed every single one of those yards on a day where the interior of the offensive line was struggling in pass protection. You could also attribute some of their success with play action, and really was necessary again in this game, because it was the only time it felt like Jared Goff was fully comfortable, to the amount of attention paid to Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield. He is the focal point of the offense, and he's a necessary one, because there are some cracks in that passing game.
Not worried about Goff outside playoff time, okay? I'm worried about the offensive line, the interior offensive line. I think it's a bottom 5 offensive line pass protecting right now. I'm also worried about no Sam Laporta. But yesterday, I do have to give credit to the end of half, end of game situation, and the different ways that were necessary for them to play to go win the game. You go to the end of the half, you need a chunk here. There's only 23 seconds. Jared sees out the safety at the bottom of the screen hangs, and the one at the top drifts down. Throw the seam route, bend him away from that nickel defender, okay? This is beautiful. Good pocket, one of the few that he had yesterday. Great. So that gets you 3. Go to the end of the game. This is just good veteran quarterback play. You want to drop out? This is the space you're talking about, Peter. Here's the difference. Saquon had that same throw yesterday. Couldn't get it done. Jahmyr Gibbs got it done. Amon-Ra, just run your choice route. Sees the defender, widen, sit, ball out, go get a conversion. They ran this simple concept 4 straight snaps yesterday to go march right down the field. Amon-Ra saw it the same way every time that Jared Goff did. It gets him in the field goal range.
Giants never tried to jump the route?
No. But here's the thing. Easy for me to sit here and say jump the route. When you give a smart player like that the 3-way go, he's going to be right. Yeah. Amon-Ra is one of those guys that he will figure out what you're doing and be right. Wasn't a pretty win. I still think it's an important win at home to keep himself in the race.
It is, and their 14th straight win following a loss, which says a lot.